Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Thursday, June 6 recap. Spencer's ghost haunts Trina. Gio's pool tumble brings a shock. General Hospital, EHS spoilers recap for Thursday, June 6. Reveals that Blaze aka Allison, Ali Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, wanted to do another take of her latest track in the studio. But Natalia Ramirez, Eva Leroux, thought it was perfect. Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, suggested that Blaze should be the one to decide. But Natalia acted like she knew best and felt confident her daughter would come around. As for Christina, Natalia kept dropping hints for her to leave and eventually suggested Christina should put Blaze's feelings first. Blaze's career was on the verge of taking off, so Natalia thought Christina should break things off when the time came and avoid hindering Blaze's success. Soon after, Christina spoke to Blaze alone and apologized for overreacting about Blaze spilling too much to Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos. Blaze was apologetic as well and forgave Christina as they patched things up, so Natalia looked displeased as she watched their warm embrace. At the Metro Court patio on Thursday's GH episode, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, looked like he was about to say something to Hamilton fan Michael Easton about his down shots and breath spray. However, Georgie Spinelli, Lily Fisher, popped up looking for Finn and Violet Finn, Jafeel Love, before Chase had a chance, so he opted to hold off. Georgie was excited about Violet joining her for some fun at the pool and a sleepover later, but Violet was hesitant to leave Finn all alone. Finn assured Violet that he was never lonely because of Violet and jokingly offered her a sabbatical where she didn't have to fret over him. Violet gave Finn a hug goodbye as he told her that he'd see her tomorrow. However, Violet remained worried about Finn and opened up to Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, about her concerns by the pool later. Back with Chase, he told Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, about catching Finn drinking tequila shots and then using breath spray to cover up what he'd done. Chase felt like Finn only wanted to be alone tonight so he could drink in peace. Brooklyn admitted she feared something like this would happen, so Chase was frustrated with himself for not having that same prediction, especially since he was a detective and Finn was his brother. Since Chase was uneasy about how the situation could affect Violet, Brooklyn wondered if Finn would actually put her in harm's way. Meanwhile, Finn went home and looked at an AA pamphlet before trying to sort through boxes of Gregory's clothes. After Finn called to ask about the AA meeting's location, he wound up at the Brown Dog Bar to drink more instead. At the Metro Court pool, Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, was a new pool attendant, so he stopped James West, Gary James Fuller, from diving into the shallow end. That got Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, attention since she was a lifeguard. Jocelyn joked around with Gio about being Nepo hires and learned he was part of the summer stage concert in the park, so he agreed to hook her up with tickets. After Jocelyn and Gio bent down to pick up some towels, she accidentally knocked him in the pool and laughed over getting him all wet. Jocelyn apologized and introduced Gio to Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ollie, who looked like she'd seen a ghost. Trina was obviously thinking about the time a soaked Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, emerged from the pool after his own tumble, but she eventually shook it off and had a nice chat with Gio. Gio shared news about getting a full scholarship at PCU thanks to his violin skills, and said he'd be staying at the Quartermain mansion instead of the dorms. Trina offered updates on the gallery needing live music for an art showing soon, so Gio was interested and offered his number so they could discuss it further. Once Trina was alone with Jocelyn, she hinted about thinking she was done seeing Spencer everywhere until Gio stepped out of the pool. Jocelyn pulled Trina into a hug to comfort her bestie. General Hospital spoilers say Trina and Gio could have a romance in the works, but our predictions hint that Spencer's memory will continue to complicate things. The Thursday, June 6 episode of General Hospital was a whirlwind of drama, emotion, and unexpected twists that left viewers on the edge of their seats. The day began with a sense of unease as Trina Robinson found herself haunted by a presence she could not escape. Spencer Cassadine, her once great love, who had perished under mysterious circumstances. As the episode unfolded, the lines between reality and the supernatural blurred, setting the stage for a gripping tale of love, loss, and lingering spirits. Trina was at the Jerome Gallery, where she had spent countless hours since Spencer's tragic death, hoping to find solace among the artwork that he had loved so much. Today, however, the gallery felt different. Shadows seemed to stretch longer, and the air was thick with an unspoken tension. As she arranged a new exhibit, she could not shake the feeling that she was being watched. Turning around quickly, she thought she saw a familiar figure out of the corner of her eye, but when she looked directly, there was nothing there. A shiver ran down her spine. Meanwhile, at the Corinthos mansion, Gio, Sonny Corinthos' young nephew, was causing a ruckus around the pool. His mother, Gladys, had warned him multiple times to be careful, but Gio's adventurous spirit could not be tamed. As he played near the edge, laughter filling the air, no one anticipated the shocking turn of events about to unfold. Back at the gallery, Trina decided to take a break and stepped outside for some fresh air. She walked to the nearby pier, a place where she and Spencer had spent many happy afternoons. As she stood there, lost in memories, she heard a soft whisper of her name. Trina. The voice was unmistakable. It was Spencer's. She turned around, her heart pounding, but saw only the empty pier. Tears welled up in her eyes. "Spencer, is that you?" she called out, her voice trembling. At that moment, Jocelyn Jacks arrived at the gallery looking for Trina. She found her friend at the pier, clearly distraught. "Trina, what's going on?" "You look like you've seen a ghost," Jocelyn said, half-jokingly. Trina, visibly shaken, confided in her. "I think I have, Joss. I think Spencer is trying to reach me." Jocelyn, always the practical one, tried to comfort Trina. "Maybe it's just your mind playing tricks on you because you miss him so much. You've been under a lot of stress lately." Trina nodded, but deep down, she was not convinced. The voice had been too real, too distinct. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Elizabeth Weber was dealing with her own set of troubles at General Hospital. The mysterious patient who had arrived last week was still in a coma, and no one knew his identity. As she tended to him, she could not help but feel a connection. There was something familiar about him, something that tugged at her memory. She decided to run more tests, hoping to uncover any clue that could solve the mystery. Back at the Corinthos mansion, the atmosphere took a dramatic turn. Gio, in his reckless play, slipped and fell into the pool. There was a collective gasp as everyone rushed to his aid. Sonny, with the reflexes of a man used to crisis, dived into the pool and pulled Gio out. The boy was unconscious, and panic spread among the gathered family members. Carly, Sonny's wife, immediately called for an ambulance, while Sonny performed CPR. As the paramedics arrived and took Gio to General Hospital, the family was left in a state of shock. Sonny, normally the rock of the family, looked visibly shaken. He blamed himself for not watching Gio more closely. Carly reassured him, "You did everything you could, Sonny. Gio's a fighter, just like you." At General Hospital, Elizabeth was alerted to the incoming emergency. As Gio was wheeled into the ER, she took charge, her years of experience kicking in. She worked swiftly with the team to stabilize him, while Sonny and Carly anxiously waited outside. Back at the pier, Trina and Jocelyn were joined by Cameron Weber, who had been worried about Trina after hearing from Jocelyn. "I came as soon as I heard. Are you okay? He asked, his concern evident. Trina, feeling overwhelmed, explained the strange occurrences. Cameron, who had always been close to Spencer, listened intently. Maybe there's a reason Spencer's spirit is reaching out to you. Maybe there's something he needs to tell you.